In a universe where life does not end at death, we explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to the Arthadian Anthologies podcast, where I, MS Arthadian, dive into the ever-expanding universe I'm developing and the deeper meaning behind it all. The final session in our final Reborn in Power trilogy of Season 3 has arrived. However, do not consider this the climax. It is just the beginning of what's to come. Eventually, when Season 4 arrives, answers will come from the season, and even more questions will be asked. But for now, here is Deacon's final entry in Season 3. Enjoy. In an unexpected turn of events, you, Deacon Tremere, arrive back at the central lab, carefully watching TL and his team after being informed by a strange Cravion orb that they are hiding something. Once reaching your workstation, your codex begins ringing, with it showing that your brother, Kaiver, who you haven't seen since before you came to the Cravion system, is calling you. The last time you spoke to him was a month ago. He explained that he was receiving a new directive soon, and apparently it was going to be a big one, organized by Vir Enzok, who happens to be the right hand to the Rin Emperor. As you answer the codex, do you set it to holovid, or do you set it to private call? Holovid will make it so that others can hear and see what is happening.
I turned it to private call until I can move to a location where it's just me privately.
You click on the private call. Upon answering, you hear a faint background noise of what sounds like a fire, you think? Then the weakened voice of Kaiver appears. Deek, I need help.
Kaiver?
Please. Another notification sounds off on your codex as you see he shares his coordinates, set to Sector 399 on Vy-Chroniux. Looking around, please roll me a perception check.
Twelve.
You see everyone getting back to their own workstations, not paying attention to you. But you do say, Kaiver? And you don't hear anything else.
Is the call still going?
It's still going.
I immediately move to separate quarters where I can turn on a holovid.
You begin to move. The call continues as you hear another voice appear. Oh, you really are a pain in my ass. But unfortunately for you, my power has reached beyond mortality. You suddenly hear Kaiver scream out in agony as you reach a chamber and the door closes behind you.
Okay, I turn on the holovid.
You turn on the holovid. you see nothing. But then you suddenly see a what looks like a leg step in front of the hollow vid. It almost looks like it's just the straight leg. You can't see the codex isn't positioned to where it shows a face. What's this? Are you on call with someone? A slight scuffle sounds off as you see a prime individual with light skin and piercing green eyes. And who might you be?
My name's Deacon. Who are you?
I am Enigma. Pleasure to meet you.
Enigma? You will rue the day that you messed with the Tremors.
Oh. He looks at you. And his face, he has a huge grin across it. Your brother. Too bad. And then you see the call hangs up. And then, what do you do?
I'm gonna go get some backup. I'm gonna go get backup, and then
Who's the backup that you're gonna get?
well,
You have the coordinates, and you're gonna have to act fast if you wanna.
yeah, no, I'm gonna tell Invaz that I have emergency matters to attend to.
Okay.
That I have to get off.
so-
Savion.
Are you
I
going
need a ship.
Are you going quickly?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going quickly to Invaz, like rushing to a point where everyone notices you, or are you trying to keep it like on the down low kind of thing?
I think if any quick movements are going to be noticed, unless
Yes.
people are into their work. So it's either they're rolling perception checks good enough to see me, or
But
I'm not,
are you?
I'm not being
quick?
stealthy at all.
Okay, you're not being stealthy at all. Okay. As you are approaching Invaz's station, in the center of the lab, you see TL is looking at you curiously, and he begins to approach you. He's like, "What's the matter? You seem off."
I have some emergency matters to attend to. I'm going to have to vacate the premises momentarily, and then I can return to my work.
I see. Do you need any assistance?
Possibly.
All right. And he nods. And you approach the door leading into the Elite Plasmatic Knight's chamber. As the door opens up, and you see Invaz is inside looking through a codex, and he looks up. "Oh, Deacon, come in."
Invaz, I must speak to you quickly now.
And the door closes behind him. He's like, "Of course. Well, what is it?"
I need a ship, and I need to get off the planet. I have an emergency matter to attend to. Are you familiar with a prime called Enigma?
I can't say that I am. Where is this matter at, specifically?
I pull out my codex.
It is at Sector 399 of Vy-Chroniux.
Sector 399 of Vy-Chroniux.
Oh, you want to go to a pillar. Well, ship would probably take you a long time to get there, if you're trying to get there quickly. I think possibly one of the rift gates could take you to the harbor's tower, and then you can pillar transport from there. That will probably take you about an hour and a half to get there, and then you hear the door. Someone knocks on it. Who is it? It is TL. May I come in, please? And he looks at you, and Invaz looks at you, and wonders if you are okay with this.
Sure, let him in.
And he's like, come in. The door opens, and Tio walks in, his hands behind his back, hunched over. And he's like, I couldn't help but overhear. You say that you need to get to Vy-Chroniux quickly.
Yeah, it seems that the rift gates will be the quickest route of transport.
Not as quick as the conduit.
The conduit?
Indeed. I can get you there quickly if you would like. In a matter of seconds, in fact.
Well, we have no time to waste.
And then Vuz is like, so what is this matter about specifically, Deacon? I need to know.
It's my brother, Invaz.
Oh. And it gets quiet. And Tio's like,
Kaiver is in trouble.
Tio looks up and is like, you must go to your brother then. If he needs you. Family is very important.
Thank you for understanding.
And Invaz is like, right, feel free to take anyone that you need. We'll put everything on hold in the meantime. But we would like you to return when you can, when your brother is safe.
As soon as possible. I need to make sure he's okay.
And he nods. And you see TL looks at you. And it's like, all right, well then, shall we be off? Or do you need someone else to assist us? There is a doctor.
That's right, there is a doctor. We should probably ask Lonia, right? Or is
It's not Lanya, it's
Ronvel, right?
Yeah, Ronvel.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ask Ronvel if he would accompany us.
You see he's at his workstation. He seems to be mixing a few chemicals together. And you go up to him and he's like, can I help you, Deacon?
Yes, Ronvel. I'm gonna ask you a favor. I need you to come with me. My brother is in certain predicament, and I may need your assistance.
Oh. Okay.
But we have no time to waste. We must move. Seconds are a matter of life and death.
All right. Well, then I will accompany. And you see TL is like, is that all you want to bring?
No, we could bring Reggie and Marmaduke if they are ready to go.
Oh, I can definitely have them come along if need be.
Okay.
And you see he goes over, grabs Reggie and Marmaduke. He's like, come, we're going. And you see Marmaduke comes up. He's like, ooh, are we going to beat some heads? Potential chance, yes. Reggie's like, oh, all right. Where specifically are we going? We're going home. And they approach you. And TL's like, all right. Well, give me the coordinates specifically where he was at. And you hand him the codex. You see, as he grabs it, the codex begins to shine this bright white light and then coded language. And then his eyes kind of go white for a second and then back to normal. And he hands it back. Thank you. All right. And we go. As soon as that happens, you feel your body go dematerialize and then rematerialize. And you hear around you there is these flames. You look over and you see what looks like a pod that's been completely destroyed. And there's still flames all around it. Looks like it was a cargo pod of some kind.
It's been in a crash, or?
it looks like not crashed, but roll me piloting with intellect instead of agility. You still get the rank and the talent.
So it would be 17.
17. This craft looks like it was already landed when it exploded. Okay. So potentially an explosive set this off.
Okay. I look around for...
Go ahead and roll me a
Kaiver.
perception check, please.
10.
10. Marvel. Reggie. As... Oh yeah, I'll take one. Sorry. As you look around, you don't see your brother anywhere, but then you hear Reggie. He's like, hey, everyone. There's a few, and he begins to point off. You look in the distance, and you see this large, what looks like a mountain by you. But the mountain is almost like scrap metal, scrap metal.
Is that the pillar?
No. You're on the pillar.
On the pillar. Okay.
Yeah. The pillars are worlds.
Okay, so then what is
This mountain, you're not sure what it is, but it looks like there's a bunch of scrap metal surrounding it. And you do see what looks like a little building by you. And Reggie is pointing by the building, and it looks like there's someone with a gun behind it, and they seem to be aiming straight at you guys. I'd like you to roll for me initiative.
what is with my rolls?
Plus agility. Do you need to here? Switch d12s. But you'll keep that one. You'll keep that roll.
So, plus agility is 10.
10. Alright. So Deacon. 10. G. 22. Oh. 18. Arm. 12.
Range.
On this one? Kinetic beam would be a range equal to the rank. So what's the rank? 5, right?
Yes, rank is 5.
So 50 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far is this person aiming?
He's probably about 30 feet away or so. Yeah. And then... Not good enough. Yeah. All right. First up is Reggie. As he looks over and you see him take his arm and he twists it, and out of his forearm a what looks like a tech volver pops out of it, and then he goes 2 shots out.
Oh, that's cool.
Straight at this guy. shoots the first one. Second one. Both hit. So he has 2 shots. You see it shoots straight into this guy's shoulder, and you see him get knocked back against the wall. So now you can't see him, but it looked like it dented into his armor, and it kind of the bullets bounced off of it. Okay. So this guy has armor on. But you see Reggie did that, and then you see him kind of step back about probably 20 feet or so, and then he maneuvers and pulls out a photon rifle with a scope on it.
So what once was 30 feet, he's now at 20 feet? Or 50 feet?
No, yeah, Reggie's like at 50 feet now. Okay. A little bit more range away. And then it is TL's turn. And you see he looks over and he's like, "Thank you, Reggie." And he puts his hands out, and then you see his eyes go white for a second as his entire arm begins to turn white with black coating, and then it extends out into this what looks like a portal of some kind, and then he tries to get them to come out. I need one more D12. I have it. That was a really bad roll.
You and I both.
16 plus 6. So 16 plus 6 is 22? 16 plus 6? 22, yeah. Yeah, so as that happens, I need to have them roll some discipline checks. Success. Fail. Success. Fail. 2 failed. As you see 2 figures appear, like materialize right in front of you guys, and they're like, "What the hell just happened?" And they look confused. As that happens, it is now Marmaduke's turn, who you see he looks over and is like, and he pulls out a tech saber, and then he goes up for 2 strikes at these guys. Well, 1 strike on each. A critical. Huh. The first guy, you see him strike down onto this guy. Dealing. You see him strike straight into the armor and kind of carve through the armor a bit, and then this guy falls down to the ground prone while Marmaduke goes for a second strike on him. And damages. You see him dent into the armor a bit, but the guy is able to kind of barrel roll out of the way a bit. And then, let's see, the other one, he goes for a huge cleave around for the second guy, but the other guy is able to dodge out of the way of Marmaduke's strike. It is now your turn.
Oh, you're going down.
So one guy is on the ground that just like rolled out of the way of Marmaduke's second attack on him, and then the other guy just dodged out of the way of Marmaduke's attack as well.
And there's still the shooter off in the distance?
You're not sure how many there are. You just saw that 2 of them appeared.
Just 2 of them appeared
in front of you.
Okay. In that case, let's do... Because they're within 20 feet of me?
Oh yeah, they are definitely within 20 feet of you.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna use this kinetic ring, and I'm gonna see what it does.
Alright. Let me pull that up myself. You create a 20... So... 20 foot... I don't think... you don't need to roll an attack on
Oh, I don't?
No, it's connect state. So, what's the form rank? Your kinetic, your kinetic state.
Oh yeah, it's kinetic state.
This one. So 5. 5
It's 4.
plus
It's
the
5.
ability. So it's 3, right? Rank 3.
Yeah, it's rank 3.
So that's 8 plus your level.
Level 5.
Level 5. So 8 plus 5 is
13.
13. Dodge. The first guy is able to dodge out of the way of your ring, and the second guy is able to dodge out of the way of your ring.
Prone.
And you go to use it. It's still out there, and you didn't spend any energy to you don't spend any energy until you damage them.
Okay.
So you can move it to the to try to
to where they are now.
Yeah, if you like.
Okay.
You have 2 maneuvers, so that was your first maneuver to do it.
Okay.
You want to use the second maneuver to move it?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my second maneuver to move it.
Now they have to roll again. They both barely get hit. So how much energy are you spending on this?
How much energy am I spending? Well, it's only rank 3, so...
So 5, 10, 15, 20. How much?
I'm gonna spend
15?
That allows me to do 3d8.
What was that?
It allows me to do 3d8?
3d8, yeah.
So I need
3d8 kinetic
I need a
damage.
third d8.
Third d8. Go.
Thank you. That's 13.
13. Oh, also a plus your 5 as well. So 13 plus 5 is 18.
Oh yeah, 18.
As that happens, they have to roll fail. You damage them, and you see them, and they fall to the ground, to their knees, as their bodies are convulsing at this point, and they fall down to the ground. And then, whose turn is it now? So that was your 2 maneuvers. You have 2 forms actually that you could use.
2 forms?
Yeah, you can't use an ability anymore because you use
Right.
your maneuvers. But you
Okay.
can, if you have a gun or something like that, you can go and try to run up and try to aim at anyone behind the wall if there are any.
Okay. Well, I do have my Hadron Blaster, so I'll
That'd be
just
good.
pull that out and then
Pull it out, and then you can't see them directly because it's almost like you're looking down an alleyway, and they're behind a wall.
Okay.
So you'd have to maneuver diagonally in order to be able to see.
Is there cover where I would be moving to?
Actually, diagonally, you could get cover behind the pod that's on fire.
Okay, well, without touching it, could I take some partial cover behind some of the destroyed pod?
Yeah, you could.
That way, I'd be ready for...
But if you do go that way, you wouldn't be able to make. So it's like the pod is to the side of you, and you're in this open clearing area with your group, and then there's this building right, probably like 20 feet ahead of you, and then they're behind this building. So in order to be able to see them, you have to either go diagonally straight across, which would provoke an opportunity attack from any ranged attacks, or you can try to go around, but you wouldn't have enough movement to get to where you want to get. It'd probably be like a 50-foot move, so you'd have to spend stamina to move over there if you want to try to avoid the opportunity attack. Do you want to spend stamina?
I'm going to avoid the opportunity attack.
Okay.
I'll just take out my gun in case.
Okay, so you take out your gun and you're gonna run around the pod.
No, I'm going to stay put and aim.
Stay put and aim. Okay.
That way, it's an anticipation of attack.
Okay. So you're gonna hold it for like when they come out, basically.
And basically just be ready to fire.
Okay. As that happens, it is now. So that was your turn. It's their turn. One guy peeks out. Go ahead and roll an attack at him.
Rolls. You need some different dice.
Here.
So I rolled a 2, and it would be
What's your light ranged?
light range 7, and agility 9, so 16.
16. You hit.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Damage for this is 1.
Plus your light range bonus.
5.
So 6.
6.
It's radiation damage though. As you fire out straight at this guy. You see it kind of singe the armor that he has on. It's like, and he backs up, but then he goes for a shot at you. Goes for a shot at you. Go ahead and roll a defensive form.
Dodge, right? Or do I?
You can do whatever defensive form you want, but
I would prefer dodge.
yeah.
11. 20.
20?
Yeah.
You're able to dodge out the way of the first shot, and he goes for a second shot at you. Critical. So go ahead and roll another defensive form.
Oh, a different one?
Same one.
Okay. So, 12 is 9 is 21.
He just hits you. He needed 22.
It's critical.
And with that, he deals 12 points of damage.
Now that goes to my armor hits.
How was your armor rating?
Armor rating 16.
Oh wait, actually no. This would ignore your armor rating.
Right.
So your armor hits would take away from it.
So I only took 4. Right?
Your armor hits is
8.
8. Yeah.
So I took.
You only took 4. 4 points of radiation damage as you feel like a radiant burst hit your chest, and it stings a bit.
Okay.
This mother. And then you see another one rushes out. As he rushes out, you can spend 7 stamina to try to attack him with an opportunity attack. Do you want to spend 7 stamina?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack him too.
Okay, this seems like a different guy that just rushed out.
A different one than the one that I shot?
Than the one that you shot.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna shoot him with the Hadron Blaster.
Alright.
Gonna be 18.
An 18 for the shot. You barely nick him in the calf. Go ahead and roll your damage.
9.
9 points of damage as you see it kind of singes his leg for a second, and you see him kind of wobble for a moment as he rushes behind the flaming pod.
Okay.
And then he steps out for a second and takes a shot at Marmaduke. We're both dancing here. I hope you're dancing too. You see Marmaduke takes his tech saber and deflects the shot down.
Damn.
Another deflection as well.
Back up.
And then you see another one peek out from the corner and goes and takes a shot on Reggie. And you. One shot on you.
Another one?
So go ahead and roll a defensive form. Reggie is able to kind of like barrel roll out of the way of the first shot.
16.
16. You're able to dodge out of the way of this shot.
Just barrel rolling everywhere.
Everyone's like, it's just dodging, just dodge.
Shoot. Dodge. Shoot.
And now it is Reggie's turn as you see him. No, you don't. And he fires off a photon burst straight at this guy. The guy dodges out of the way, but Reggie's like, and you see him aim harder. He does aim harder, and he hits.
Gotcha.
2d6 plus 3d8. I need d8. 1, 2, and 3. Oh. 12. 18, 21 plus 6 is enough to vaporize this guy's head.
Which just disappears.
He blasts out a huge radiation burst straight into this guy's head as you see his helmet gets pierced through, and then it just melts away, and you see it like his head is completely like singed through, and you can like kind of see just blood gushing out of it. Well, not even gushing out of it. It was
The body just
cauterized. And he falls to the ground. Yes. And he dies. That guy's dead.
Impressive. Fatality.
And now there are 2 guys left. As it is, that was Reggie's 2 forms and maneuver. And now it is TL. TL goes to, he claps his hands together, and then he puts his hands onto the ground, and as he puts his hands onto the ground, you see he forms 2 circles. They have to make
The dodge.
one of them fails. As you see, one of them materializes right next to TL, and then he's like, Marmaduke, and Marmaduke comes up. 2 strikes. Yep. You see him strike straight into this guy's back, and then he goes for the second one, which deals. You see, as he strikes into this guy's back, it dents into his armor, and then he goes and slams his foot onto his back as he's stuck there at this point, prone. And then the other guy, that was Marmaduke's turn, is your turn, Deacon. One guy is behind the pod, and another guy just appeared right next to you.
I so very badly want to just like point blank shoot him in the head, but I feel like it'd be more satisfying if I took this sword out and just decapitated him.
You got a sword?
I do.
Tech sword?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you want to do it?
Yeah. You?
You should get decapitate. It's a skill.
It's a skill?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
True strike and decapitate are like a good combination.
In tandem?
Yes.
Do they work together? So 12 plus agility would be 21.
21 to hit. You barely hit.
Man, he was prone. How was he gonna move out the way?
Oh, you're going. Oh, him. Never mind. You hit.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I thought you were gonna run up.
No,
okay.
taking out the guy whose Marmaduke has his
All right.
ability.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Only 1d8 though.
With a D8.
Yes.
With an 8
Critical.
plus your
What's the rank bonus? Is
5.
Yeah, so 13 total.
13. You strike into him, and you see the armor on his neck gets shattered.
Okay.
You have one more attack if you want.
Swing again.
Swing again. Yeah, no, you hit.
It would be 10.
10. You strike straight through his neck, and you see the blood just splatters across the ground, and you just hear. He's dead. One guy left behind the pod.
Just the squelching left.
And you see, as he's behind, this guy is behind the pod. He sees this. Gotta see. Yeah, you hear, wait, and he puts his hands up. I give up. I surrender.
Drop your weapons.
And you see a tech blaster get thrown out into the middle and falls, and then another photon blaster gets thrown.
And what about your friend behind the wall?
He's dead. You killed him.
Oh, that was him?
The guy that Reggie shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he's like, you're looking for your brother, right?
Where's Enigma?
He left. He went to the optical.
Where's my brother?
He took him with him.
You're taking us to Enigma. Let's go.
And he begins to walk up, and Tio's like, if I may, Deacon, the optical is the head of where the Red Eye Syndicate resides. It'd be foolish for us to go in there, guns blazing.
What plan do you propose?
Reggie. He looks over, like, yes, sir? You know this place better than most of us. Could you perhaps find the location of Enigma and his lackeys inside the optical, and then inform me? He's like, of course. I see where you're going with this. And then TL looks over at you. It's like, once we find the location, I should be able to snatch him.
And bring him here?
Either that, either Enigma or your brother.
Okay.
Do you want just your brother?
If you say it's foolish to go up against Enigma, guns blazing, then just get my brother
More
back.
just foolish to go up against the optical guns blazing. It's where the Red Eye Syndicate resides, mostly.
Then yes, get my brother back.
As this happens, Reggie heads out. Over the course of a few, probably like 30 minutes or so, you wait inside this area, and you see TL is looking and analyzing the pod, and he seems curious. And he looks over at you, he's like, Deacon, would you come here for a moment?
I walk up.
This is this cargo pod. It has ties to some of the syndicates down here. Should we try to put out the flames and see what's inside?
Sure, what are you looking for?
I'm curious about what they were transporting. Your brother was here for a reason, wasn't he?
I currently don't know what his mission was or directive.
Do you know anyone who would know? Go ahead and roll me a lore check. What's with you and ones, man?
Oh, I don't know. That would be 13.
The only person you remember him telling you about was Vir Enzok, who is the right hand to the Ren Emperor. Maybe the only person who can get into contact with him would probably be Invaz, because he's an elite.
Okay.
So
I tell him that Vir Enzok is probably the only person who would know about why or what his business was here.
should we contact him then?
I'm not curious about what my brother was doing here. I'm only worried about getting him back at the moment.
Alright, and then you hear a he grabs his codex and he's like, perfect. Reggie found the location. And if your brother is fine, then he should be good to get out of there. You see him. It didn't work. Give me 1 month. You see him try again. The same ability. And he tries to materialize them here. It's not working. What is happening? Go ahead and roll me an analyze check, please. You have analyze, right?
Should have been here.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't. Oh, no. Then actually, just a straight intellect.
Straight intellect. Okay, so 9 plus 11 would be 20.
20. You look at him. Tio is visibly frustrated. But he's like, he seems to be trying to do something and it's just not working. And you see him pull his codex out, calls Reggie. What is going on inside there? And then Reggie's like, sir, I don't know how to say this, but they're gone. What? Gone where?
What do you mean they're gone?
They vanished. Some kind of black portal thing. TL looks over at you. I'm sorry. I don't think we're going to be able to find him.
Enigma, all of them, they've just vanished.
Shall I head back, sir? Yes, head back. And you said it was a black portal. Yes. And you see the codex hangs up and he looks over at you. He's like, I think your brother was taken by someone who has an affinity for the void.
There's no way to track them at all.
I can only track through Synchronous. I'm not sure exactly where they were taken. It's just not feasible to find them.
Okay. We can head back to...
Do you want me to contact Vir Enzok?
How would he help? How can he help?
People in high places, they have resources.
Okay. Shall we contact him via codex? Face to face?
I can contact him personally. I think, though, we should probably head back.
To Kravion?
Yes. I'm sorry, Deacon.
We will find him.
He nods to you. And once Reggie gets back, he snaps his fingers and you all return back to the laboratory, materializing there. And as you think about this, you see TL begins to head over to his workstation. And as you return, I'd like you to roll me a discipline check.
$17.
17. Suddenly something
Like a voice?
Deacon.
I hold my head in frustration.
Your life, your blood is in trouble. He is toying with you. And you feel this strange pulse at the front of your head, and it's almost like it's pulling you straight. Your vision locking on straight at TL, who is walking over to his workstation, and you can see as he's probably about like 30 feet away, but you see a visible smirk across his face as he looks down at his desk.
I go to Fenra.
You walk over, and that pulse is still in your head. And then you hear once again, Deacon, 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 your brother. Ye must be saved.
Fenra, I need you. Come with me.
Huh? Where do you need to go?
I'm going back down. Back down to the site.
Okay. Should we get...
No. You and I.
It's gonna be dangerous.
And it was. But I have faith that we will be okay.
Alright. Alright.
Without alerting the others. Let's go.
Okay, and she looks at you. She can tell that there's something up with you. And she heads over with you. You grab all your gear. Head into the lift to take you to the other section to go down into the pods. And you enter into the pods, and they all fire off downward. In your pod, you get hailed.
Answer.
You? It's TL. Is there a reason why you just left the lab?
Yes, I'll be back momentarily.
Where are you headed?
I'm going to double check on something.
Okay, I'm going to send Reggie and Marmaduke out to accompany you.
No need. We won't be gone long.
I insist. I want to make sure that you're safe.
And I appreciate the concern. I will be back momentarily. Have Marmaduke and Reggie standing by. Thank you.
You hang up. And you hear over the intercom thing. What is this about?
Fenra, I'm afraid you heard another voice too while we were inside that structure before.
When we were speaking to the orb?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
What did it say to you?
It said to keep you close. To trust you when the time comes.
And this was a voice that resembled one of your closest family members?
Yeah.
Mine was my brother's. I just went to Vy-Chroniux, where my brother has now vanished. But this voice, this foreboding voice, warned me that someone within our midst is possibly betraying us, and motives are unclear.
Who?
TL.
Didn't he accompany you to try to save your brother?
Yes, and our interactions from then on have been more and more suspicious.
And the voice has been telling you that he's deceitful.
The voice had warned me to watch my back, and now I need to find out more information.
Okay.
I need to know what they know.
And she nods to you. And you guys continue to approach the surface. And upon reaching the surface, you exit into the region that is Cravion 3. As you look around, you see all the buildings around you are all colored with the same blue aura from before. And it almost seems like all of them are going down in a wave, almost like they're pointing you towards a direction.
Okay. I'm like specifically looking for that way in that we got.
You begin to head through. As you head down an alleyway, and you see Efrenra is walking behind you. She has her whip out, and she's just watching, making sure that none of those weird robotic organisms or some weird things come out. And then you hear a similar shimmering. From the pillars beside you, towering structures from both sides, left and right.
Okay. I look around, trying to identify where it's coming from.
You see the walls like before. They seem to be shimmering with the blue aura again, from where you're hearing the sound.
Am I able to put my hand through again?
You put your hand through and it goes straight through.
Okay. I walk in.
You walk inside. As you go to walk inside, it becomes completely dark and silent. As you enter this darkened pillar, Cravion pillar, you see no light, and behind you, you suddenly hear bangs against the wall. It's not open.
Fenrir did not come through.
No. And then you hear muffled, Deacon! Deacon! Are you there?
Can I hail her on the codex?
You go to pull out your codex. Your codex is not working.
Okay, I scream up against the wall. I'm here! Shit. Are you okay?
She doesn't respond back.
She cannot hear me?
Seems like it. Suddenly you see a ring of like ripples of these blue auras begin to emerge across the entirety of the space, as you feel your body under you begin to kind of give in for a second, as the ground ripples the same way, and you get kind of pushed to the center, and then it begins to lift up in the center as you see a orb begin to lower like before. And then you hear in your head your brother's voice. Hello, Deacon.
I came back. I need more information.
Information about what exactly?
You warned me that someone within my group has ulterior motives.
I did not warn you, but I know this to be true.
What else is it that you know?
Your brother and you are being watched.
Why? What significance is there?
You have a role to play against this being.
I don't understand.
You will soon. You and I, we are connected. In the future, in the present. Since you've been here, since you've arrived, as soon as you crossed the threshold. Do you remember the voice you heard?
Yes. What purpose do I serve? Or my brother?
I cannot say for your brother, but for you. If you can, speak through our Creator. You may understand, but doing so will rid you of this form. You must be powerful enough to withstand the immense pressure.
If I can't do that, can you help me locate my brother?
Have faith in his power. And you see the orb begin to rise back up.
As I'm let back down.
As you're let back down. And you hear the shimmering. As you see Ephenra comes inside with her codex out. Her light is on. And
I'm making my way back towards her.
And she looks over and is like, "Are you okay?"
Yes, I'm fine.
What happened? Did you talk to it?
I spoke to it, but did not get the answers that I seek.
The answers of... So it doesn't know where your brother is. And it doesn't know anything about... TL?
No.
What did you get?
We're left to figure it out ourselves. But we shouldn't stay here much longer.
Okay. And as you guys go to walk out, the wall solidifies
In front of us?
in front of you. And you can't get out. And a friend was like, "The hell's happening?" And then you hear outside, and it's almost like you can actually hear well enough. Yeah, you're able to hear on the other side these footsteps clearly, more clearly than you did with the Fenra when she was outside, and you hear a conversation being had. "Sir, are you sure that this is where they're located?" I am sure. I am certain.
Do I recognize
I
these
shouldn't
voices?
have let him go without you. It is TL and Reggie. Marmaduke? Yes, sir. Form a perimeter around this area. We need to make sure that we know exactly where he's at. Then I need to have a conversation with this Cravion.
So he's attempting to get in while I'm attempting to get out.
Yeah.
But he can't see me, and I can't see him.
No,
I can just
but
hear
you
him.
can tell that the orb is protecting you in some way.
Oh, I feel that.
It stops.
Yeah,
it stopped you from going.
It brought a Fenrir in, and then didn't.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And as you begin to kind of like wait there, you hear the footsteps begin to
Recede.
Yeah, and for a second, it takes a moment, but then it begins to ripple again as my friend is like, and she puts her hand out. We can go out now.
Okay, we exit.
You exit.
Is my codex back online?
Your codex is back. Actually, it's not back online.
Okay.
No.
So it's not working still.
It is not working.
Well, shit.
And Fenrir looks over at her codex. It is not working as well.
Okay.
And she's looking back and forth. It looks like a different alleyway.
Do I recognize any of the surroundings beyond the alleyway?
It's all homogeneous. So,
okay, so no.
Everything is kind of similar.
But if I had to like,
but you
figure
can
out...
tell it's different. It's a different alleyway based off of your positioning.
Okay.
And like you kind of know where like north south. Like,
okay, so I have those directions.
You have those directions, but it's all similar to you. You do hear footsteps approaching, though. I need you to roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Do you have fields? I forget if you have fields.
What is fields?
Field generator. Generators on your tech armor.
Oh, I have a tech generator.
What kind of fields do you have? Because you would have fields if you have
a searing field and a stealth field.
Oh, a stealth field would be nice, you know.
Maybe I should deploy that now.
You activated it, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot I had that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead.
Adds a D8 to your stealth check.
Yeah, could I do that?
Yes, you may.
Okay. So does that take it away then?
It takes it away from it'll recharge.
Okay.
But it takes a few hours to recharge, and it lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Well,
so get away.
Basically,
use it to get away.
I'm gonna activate the stealth field and hopefully in an attempt to get by whichever footsteps are nearing us, and then in the direction that I think the ship would be or the pod would be.
Okay.
So I rolled a 12 for that, or did I have to not?
You rolled a 12.
Well, you said for stealth. Rolling for stealth. So
so you rolled a 12 plus a D8.
Plus the D8. Okay, 6.
And then plus your stealth bonus stuff.
So that would be 18? And then 18 plus 12.
18 plus 12. Wait.
12 was the stealth roll. I rolled a 6 on the
that's
D8.
18.
And then 6 plus 3 rank bonus, and then my agility for stealth.
Yes, all of that added together.
Okay, so then that'd be 30 total.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, I critical that one. If I was gonna crit on anything, it would be the stealth roll.
This is good. You hear large footsteps approaching, and Fenrir also activates the stealth field. Nice. Very nice. You guys are able to kind of like sneak past, and you see Marmaduke rounding the corner. And he's like, oh, perimeter, god damn it, I always have to set up a perimeter.
But he does not see us.
He does not see you. Sweet. And you go down the other alleyway, and you see a straight shot towards your pod.
Okay.
And
I increase my speed if I can.
You increase your speed. Continuing heading down there. Let's see if... No, they're not able to. And you continue to move past, and you see another alleyway, and you see Reggie down that alleyway, but his back is to you as you rush down straight towards the pod, and you're able to get to the pod without them noticing. And Ephenra gets in with you, and she's like, "What are we gonna do? Well, like, what are we gonna do when we get back? Like, I mean,
Well, if I had weapons aboard, I would disable their pod, leaving them stranded.
yes, but what are we gonna tell Invaz? Like,
We're going to tell Invaz? We're going to tell Invaz that TL's behavior is highly suspicious, unless he's working in tandem with them.
oh,
Our next steps need to be decided carefully,
so should we wait?
executed with caution.
I think we should wait and see how TL will react when we get back,
Okay.
and see how he acts around the others. And there's a potential chance that, well, there's a potential chance that he doesn't even know that we know that they came down here.
Of course. I like your thinking.
But when you look at your pods, you don't see their pods. There's no pod down
There
here.
are no other pods?
No.
Okay, so he traveled via his conduit, I'm assuming.
You're assuming that, yeah. Okay.
Okay, we go back up.
All right. You get into the pods and begin to pilot back up. And you feel a slight pulse in your head again. And the pulse beckons your attention to the artifacts floating in the center, orbiting around each other. And you feel their power surging. And then it subsides, and your heart calms itself. And that's what will end this session.
I was like, can I harness it?
So what do you think
Fuck, dude.
of the three episodes that you have had? What do you think?
Fuck, I don't want it to end. I feel like I'm on a cliffhanger every time.
We'll continue it, but that'll be for like another series down the line. But
Okay.
this is for the main podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Thank you for
Participating.
It was fun.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. And Deacon will return in the new age. Yeah. I thank you for listening to this session. Deacon Tremere will return next season, continuing where he left off. And if you are interested in creating a Chosen just like Deacon and the others, check out the Chosen Creation Study at arthadiananthologies.com/studies. Reborn in Power will be further updated over the next few months. If you are just now joining the anthology, check out arthadiananthologies.com for more content that expands this new expanding universe. You can also support the creation of this podcast by donating through the link found in the description of this episode. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.